do a search for flux core welders and 3-in-1 welders, and I'll pick the ones that I recommend. That's a 3-in-1 welder. Real nice. Only 3,048 pesos in the Philippines. So that's pretty decent. That's going to be about... See, this one has all the look over here. It's got everything you need. It's got the plus terminal, a minus down below, and for your MIG gun. So what you can do is your MIG gun be set to ground, negative, and then your ground clamp would go on positive, and you can use it for flux core. Now, if you want to use it for arc weld, you change the settings on the dial here where it says choose, and then you put the stick gun on plus and the ground clamp on negative for arc welding. So, the best of both worlds, and it's designed so it works. You don't have to do all kinds of switching to make it work. Let's go on to another. Here's a re-aim. This one here, I would recommend not getting. Why? Look at it. The center one is for your feed control. One on the right will be your negative, and the one where the gun is.
Ito na ang pinakabagong 3-in-1 welding machine ni Re-Aim. Ganito pala ang plug niya, kaya putulin na natin. Di tayo gagamit ng ganitong adapter kasi delikado. May kasama na itong flux cord 1/2 kilo. Ganito naman ang pag-install niya. Tagalin lang ang lock at ilagay ang flux cord. Ibalik ang lock at ibaba ang tensioner. I-check kung akma ba ang roller sa ginagamit na wire. 1.0 ang wire, kaya aset natin sa 1.0. Putulin lang ang wire at iisoksok sa butas. Ibalik.
This is a Lotus. I recommend this. Look at the ground clamp. The ground clamp's on plus already, so the gun would be on negative. So it comes as for flux core only. And the price is what, about 4,000 pesos? And that's going to cost you what, I don't know, 80 bucks, 90 bucks US dollars. And Lotus, I got some power tools. I got a grinder from Lotus. I got a pressure washer from them, and they make good stuff. I would highly recommend this for a beginner. It's set up to do MIG weld. You don't have to change any polarity or nothing on it. Just hook it up and start welding. Put your wire spool on there and you're good to go. I highly recommend this one. See what else we see here. Re-Aim.
Rempro.
I don't know where the gun hooks on this, so I'm not going to talk about it. It's like, I don't know. Probably only 2 wires, and it's probably going to have to switch internally. I don't know where the gun is on that, if it opens from the top or what, where the wire spool is. I'd probably stay away from it. Another good company, Powerhouse. I have an arc welder or stick welder from Powerhouse, and they're pretty good. I've had mine for quite a while and no problems. Here's a 5,000. It's about almost $100, and this is from Powerhouse. Let's see what we got here. I can't tell. That center wire is for feeds for the gun. If it's for the gun, you only have an extra. You only have 2 terminals. You'd have to probably do some switching inside. So stay off of that one. Let's see what we got here. I would look for some more. That cable coming from the Powerhouse looks like a big cable. That might change the polarity on the gun by just plugging it in, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to tell you the wrong thing. Let's go on, let's go on. Personally, I would recommend the Lotus dedicated flux core welding. Once you start doing flux core and you do it for a while, you can do up to 1/4 inch steel without a problem at all on a 200 amp welder. Start getting bigger than 1/4 inch, then you need to go to the stick welder, arc welder. But if you're on a budget, you're just doing DIY projects, I'd go with the flux core. Not even worry about the stick core, the stick welder. Unless you're going to be doing a lot of work for selling it as a business, selling your projects, really doing a lot of stuff, shop work, then it would be advisable to get probably both a MIG and a flux core welder. You know, the first picture I showed, that's a good welder, a good choice. You could probably do everything you want on that. With the MIG 999, like the one I have, I got it set up for flux core welding. If I want to go ahead and weld arc welder with that 3-in-1 machine, I got to pull the wire spool off and everything for an arc welder, which is a pain in the butt. So I'd rather have myself. I would just, have the Lotus flux core. If I had it to do all over again, and if I knew what I knew now, I would have gone with the Lotus and not the MIG 999. I had a pain in the neck changing everything over to make it work. Anyway, that's my video for now. And let's go ahead and stop this.